The university need to identify how much the job placement is going on. If your university is not getting the highest job placement, I think you cannot compete to this now. In our university, we also implemented one course. It's called the Employability 360 course. So it's a 3 credit course. It is mandatory for each and every one. So we are trying to mapping them what is exactly their career, and based on their career, we're trying to give them some free courses and some boot camping and other things. We also implemented, it was a very fighting job for me to implement the micro-credential course. Without micro-credential course, I think it will be tough for the student to get job in the right area. Now in our country, I think majority of the technological oriented job is captured by our student. And you will be happy to know that our university now 25,000 students, I think more than 15,000 students are technological based subject due to cause of utilize of our technology. So that is why we are very popular in our country as a technological driven university. Thank you. I think I'm also echoing with Dr. Shomchen, because nowadays I think without entrepreneurial education it will be very tough to sustain in the long run, because you need to bring the innovative and challenging minded and creative thinking minded student in the front line and utilize them, because if you consider the 100 student, I think everyone will not be the creative or challenge taker. But there should be some 5 to 10% student who should be the entrepreneurial minded. And as he already mentioned that one of his students is one of his proud students representing his university. So that is the entrepreneurial education need to be cultivated, so which we are doing also very precisely in our university. That is one of the key reasons. I should say that now the entrepreneurial world, I think our students are getting the highest respect. And I should say that we also established the same like business incubator. I think almost 100 plus workstation is already established inside the university. So students, whenever they study, they also started their business. Especially we are encourage them after first or second semester. And thirdly, we are also developed a entrepreneur development fund. So entrepreneur development fund, it is a completely interest free and no service charge. We are giving them a small amount of money for their seed fund while they are studying, because we believe it that not considering only the entrepreneurial subject, we also have the Bachelor of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, but we are keeping open to all other subjects so that the entrepreneurial minded student can easily come forward and utilize this opportunity. At the same time, you know that the university need to identify how much the job placement is going on. If your university is not getting the highest job placement, I think you cannot compete to this now. As University of Johannesburg, I think as I understood, because your student impact and student confidence is too high, I'm sure that one of the key reasons is job placement, because your students are getting the job. Otherwise, why for in one seat, 30 or 40 students will fight to get the admission in university? That of course the job placement. So that is why in Bangladesh context, you see, Bangladesh is a country, the populated country, our job is very limited. So in our university, we also implemented one course. It's called the Employability 360 course. So it's a 3 credit course. It is mandatory for each and every one. So we are trying to mapping them what is exactly their career, and based on their career, we're trying to give them some free courses and some boot camping and other things. So I should say that university need to bring a lot of these diversified opportunities to the student. This 4 years course, when they will study, they should learn the practical impact of the outside. So we also implement the art of living. You know, the art of living, why we are bringing this art of living? Because nowadays, due to cause of technological development, modernized world, I think sometimes the students forget their parents' value, society value, community value. So that is why we implement the art of living, another 3 credit course, but it is not mandatory. Employability 360 is mandatory, but art of living is not mandatory. But art of living, we are giving the emphasis when they are trying to apply for the scholarship. If they completed the art of living, we give them some extra mileage. Because so that's why students also prefer that to complete this art of living. By this way, I think if we see any students working and their behavior, very easily we can identify he completed the art of living course or not. Because if he completed the art of living course, we see when he will just ride in the lift, I think he automatically, I think his backpack, he will be going down. It should not disturb anyone. So this is the one of the way we are doing a lot of this good practices. Recently, we also introduced a 2-department capstone project. So, you know that after implementing this capstone project, we are finding that majority of the student, after this capstone project, they are trying to become the entrepreneur because they already developed a lot of this, there's a prototype business model and the prototype various sorts of solution. So by this way, we are continuously trying to implement a lot of the best practices in our university, so the students should get the real life project and real life that is what called this attitude while they will study in the university. At the same time, you know that we also invite the industry. Frequently, we are inviting the industry. So what happened? We invited the industry and we tell them, talk with our student and bring your expert and try to understand what sorts of course curriculum you needed to implement to our university various departments, so that whenever they will compete directly, you can recruit them. So by this way, we are also getting very good result. Between these 220 industry is already associated with our university. So they are also engaging with the various department. So now what happened, the industry is also feeling confident that yes, we got a one university that who also respect us and invite us to involve to the university course curriculum activity. And also just 1 year back, we introduced one professor of practice. Because when the industry people was coming, some of them are not equipped with the proper academic background to become the professor or academician. I hope you understand. So that is why we bring our policy, we change our policy that if industry people is coming, if he or she has the more than 20 years or 15 years experience, will not bother about the academic result. Rather, we will bother that professor of practice. So by this way, we also include around 30 professor of practice from the industry. And this is also another, I should say, that the remarkable achievement for our university student. Directly they can associate with the industry. So this is the continuous process. I hope that you know that the world is now moving in such a way when after a few hours, maybe when we will finish our panel discussion, we will say the new technology is coming. Maybe your mobile will send the technology, the new update is coming, so you have to install the update, otherwise your mobile will not work. So this way, I think now mentality need to be changed to update the course curriculum, what exactly we are trying. So that is why we also implemented, it was a very fighting job for me to implement the micro-credential course. You know, without micro-credential course, I think it will be tough for the student to get job in the right area. So we also successfully last 6 months, almost I should say that the 30% we completed, but still 70% is undergoing. We are hopeful that next 2 years, 100% will implement the micro-credential course, so that each and every course will be getting the recognition from the industry. So that is the some few of the practices we are trying to our university.
Thank you so much. Over to you, Prof. A little bit more from Bangladesh and your experience.
Thank you very much. I think this, without honoring the technology, it will be impossible in the higher education sector. So that is why I'm lucky that in 2006 we implemented one forum, forum in our university, which is very popular. Very few million posts is already in the forum. When 2006 I established this forum, I never know that AI will be the major player in the education sector, all of the technological sector. So what happened now, due to cause of the forum, I am sure that all of our student faculty, they are doing the mostly research activities, because from 2006 to until today, all of the activities, local, international, all of the available to our forum. Secondly, in 7 years back, we did a mandatory, 9 years back, we did a mandatory to all of our students and faculty, they must develop the Google site. So whatever learning, whatever their profile activities, they must have to highlight it in their Google site. So now you understand that due to cause of artificial intelligence, now if they are putting their Google site in the ChatGPT or Gemini, and they told that to analyze his activities, future career or anything, I think within few seconds he can get all of his career mapping and each and everything from the site. Secondly, I think that from the last 8 years, we also established one card system. So this one card system also we established in our university. One of the key reasons, the student whenever go to the outside to getting the job or to placement their career, I think through this one card system, they can get each and everything from the system. They don't need to carry the credit card, cash money, nothing. This one card, that is this ID card, this we call the one card. This one card, they can go to the transport, library, canteen, every places. Even the payment system, whenever need to due, I think they have to go to the one card and they can also top up or they can pay all of the tuition fee. So by this way, what exactly we are finding, Now in our country, I think majority of the technological oriented job is captured by our students. And you will be happy to know that our university now 25,000 students, I think more than 15,000 students are technological based subject due to cause of utilize of our technology. So lastly, I give another example that will be open your eye. 8 years back, suddenly one of the students, I think he suicided in the campus. And from the top floor, I think suddenly, I think it was very surprised. So then I insisted my people, what was the reason behind it? Why in the campus, class time, he going up to the upstairs and suicided in front of all of the students? There is something wrong. So then we try to understand that what exactly the behind the scene to did the suicide. So I understood because he has a family problem because his father and mother is divorced. So after father and mother divorced, father is also got married, mother is also got married. So no one take care about him. So I just studied all of his activities and I found that first 3 semester his result was excellent. But when his father and mother got divorced, I think his result is declining and at the same time financially he is not getting support because that both of them are busy in their own life. So then I implemented 7 years back is a mentoring monitoring system. So that each and every student must have to track through the technology. So the technology can automatically identify that his result is going to be below or up or what his family problem is coming. So it's a fantastic tools which I implemented. And after coming, as Shanchan is mentioned, when AI is already came to our world, I told them now just move it to the AI proctoring. So now our campus AI proctoring unbelievable popular because any parents, anything, if they like to know anything about their kids or the students is like to know each other, teachers like to know any other, they just go to the AI proctor and very easily they can identify what is the history background of the student. So this way we are trying to implement the, I think 75 various sorts of module we implemented in our university. So that is why we are very popular in our country as a technological driven university. Introduce one system, maybe it will be helpful for you. You know that now students are Gen G and Gen Alpha. So what happened is their mindset is completely different. So that is why we are introducing recently that every teacher should talk with the student and try to find out the best student who can add some value and add some technological adoption utilizing the AI and other tools so that the course curriculum would be more interactive and innovative. So just 3 to 4 months we started it and 6 to 7 beautiful course we already find it through this student involvement. Because earlier we are trying to involve with the faculty. But the faculty mindset is, I'm so sorry, majority of you are faculty, so I don't like to undermine anyone. But there's a fixed mindset. So due to cause of the fixed mindset, we are trying to integrate with the student's mindset. So that is coming the very good result. So what we did it, when the course will be completed, they will upload it in the system. So through the system, how much student is interactively participated in the course and they give the comments. By this way, we can try to find out the value, weightage and ranking of the course development. So it's a very slow process. And this is a very troublesome also, but we are giving some financial incentive to the faculty also because sometimes the faculty nowadays they like to go get the financial incentive. So by this way we are trying to bring some innovation in the course curriculum.